The Delta.
Delta.
Delta
City.
Ross. Say Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
Kris Kringle. A little music, yeah, some sound to that.
Because that was
Kris
gonna
Kringle.
be my word,
Dang.
but he stole it first round.
Too bad.
First round. All right, let's keep going.
Chris.
My word is. Who am I saying it to?
Whoever.
Okay. Snowballs. Russ.
Snowballs.
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 Snowballs. Snowballs.
Snowballs.
Snowballs. Snowballs.
Snow more.
Snow
There's
more.
no more snowballs.
You got snowballs.
All right, Sean.
How many balls? Snowballs.
Say Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, you forgot the ear. You got the in there.
Here.
Chris.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Jiminy Christmas. Obity bit dude. Obity dut dude.
Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas, is that me?
Jiminy Christmas, is that me?
Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas.
Chris.
Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas.
Jiminy Christmas. All right.
Jiminy.
Jiminy Christmas. Correctly. Okay.
All right.
What's up, everybody? What's
And
going
we're
on?
back.
And we're back. It's been a while.
This is just the next week.
It's just the following week. It's no
Yeah.
big deal. There's no space or time in between. I mean, what is time anyway? It's just
We
you
don't
know,
believe
it's all
in time.
No. There's a quote over there. All eternity is happening. Everything is
Where?
happening all at once. I think it's a little sticky note.
Never mind, I don't care. Too small.
It's like
It's
a
just
little
about
stick.
perspective.
There's like a bunch
Small.
of, yeah, he's got a
Little
bunch of
sticky
quotes
notes.
on here.
Just weird shit like 9/11
Little
was a
reminders.
conspiracy, little reminders, little
Dr.
things to look
Pepper.
up. Yeah, Donald Glover.
It's
The
a Riddler
birthday.
over here.
What is this? Yeah, just different
It's
different
like
things.
It's
I
your
need to.
manifesto.
It's
Yeah,
like Bruce Wayne.
got to remember to
Batman.
write my own manifesto for society. And what does manifesto even mean? Like, does this mean your announcement, your statement?
You're manifesting a statement. Yeah.
That sounds accurate.
So does that mean like are you saying like this is
We
what I
don't
think should
know.
happen? Is that what a manifesto is? I don't know.
I don't know.
People at home want to give us a Google. You know what would be a good
Give
job
us a
for
Google.
Andrew?
Let us know right now.
I was
or I'll
thinking,
give
you
us
know,
a Google.
Drewski. Drewski should be our little like producer.
We tried
for
getting-
all.
Yeah.
We
He
tried
could be
getting
a
him to come
producer.
here today.
Really?
Really? You didn't want
Dude,
to?
if
He listens every pod, so we'll call
Yeah.
him.
Like a
Drew.
No.
number one fan.
Drewski,
Wow,
if you're
so
out
this
there,
is him. We're
and you hear
hiring
my
him
voice,
right now.
I would love to like you have a mic and everything, but
Yeah.
you know, but the guy to like look stuff up and like you don't have to do much. You just don't even have
Right.
to switch computers.
Just
or
chill
something.
with
answer our
us.
questions
We're
for
pretty
us.
cool.
All that.
We're pretty cool to chill with. I mean, I think
Yeah.
so, right?
Just you know, like he gives us. He's just like, wait, you said that wrong. Hold on, it's actually this. And we're like, you know what? Thank you, Andrew, for.
I'll be the Drewski this time.
And he'll be the
And also,
ultimate,
Drew,
like,
Drew has to
executive
edit all
producer.
the episodes and mix and master our vocals. And
Yeah.
He can just be. We just
He's like, wait, I don't want to do
it's
it.
like,
his title is just executive producer. That's just who he is.
Yeah.
He doesn't, you know, whatever he wants to do, he can do.
True.
He's just the executive.
He's the
producer.
executive.
He'd be
He's
great
the
at
guy
that.
he'd be great at it. I think he'd
Yeah.
be the perfect guy.
If we say anything that goes wrong that gets us canceled, we
So
blame
we'll-
it on him.
He bring
True.
that,
Yeah.
or he brings us
Andrew
back to
told us
focus.
to say it.
He brings us back to
Oh,
the
yeah.
Delta City focus. Like he's the core of,
He's the core.
of it. You
No,
know,
that's
Why
of
would we get
all in
canceled?
general.
What are you
You know?
talking about?
do you say
Manifesto
goes?
is a public declaration of policy and aims, especially one issued before an election by a political party or a candidate. And I don't know what this is from.
Oh, that's the definition of a
This
manifesto.
definition that Siri gave
Yeah, so
me.
you guys
Oh,
are pretty
sweet.
close.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So
didn't
really,
listen to what
it
you
really
said.
only has to do with
I
politics.
didn't.
Really,
I
how
missed the whole
think
definition.
It was like
should go.
political declaration of independence.
Okay.
Yeah.
a declaration of how
I don't know.
I
Could be.
think shit should run. That's my manifesto.
Yeah,
I know.
exactly.
Okay.
Like,
so Streetlight
I wanna-
Manifesto,
Yeah.
One of my favorite bands.
one of the best bands ever.
I like.
How
your-
do you
I like
guys
your
know about
tree, by the
Streetlight
way.
Manifesto? You guys weren't born in the
We're
freaking 80s and grew up in the 90s, so
So you know, it's
so
just
what's up with
a little
that?
thing
Oh, didn't
called the
didn't someone comment that?
Yeah. Well, what up, Delta City? We saw that.
Wait,
yeah, I
what was the
wanted.
comment?
Yeah, we have a.
We wanted
comment
to
about
address
ska.
that. Yeah, we can't. I guess we don't know about ska. We're not
Is it our
fans
first?
of
Is
ska.
this our first?
No, they just-
I know about ska.
I
What
want
you
to know
talking
what
about?
we know about ska.
It's our first.
Ska, dude. Streetlight
we
Manifesto is
we
the
weren't-
best ska band.
we didn't grow up in the
Hit up the
90s, so we
comments.
don't know about ska.
You know, that question actually made me think about when I first, got introduced to ska, and
Yeah.
it made me think of the Digimon movie. You guys ever
Really?
watched that?
yeah, the OG.
I love
No way.
yeah.
Digimon, bro.
What's cooler?
So that
Digimon
had
or Pokemon?
Digimon was
Less
sick.
Than Jake and Mighty
I
Mighty
love
Boss
some
Stones on the
Digimon.
soundtrack for.
Really?
It was
Yes.
a great
Yeah.
soundtrack.
Nice.
It came out like the year I was born, I think 96.
Oh, shit.
There was a lot of ska in some cartoons.
There was a lot of ska on TV back.
Ska
in the
and,
day.
like, pop-
Kid
that,
shows.
I think
like
there was
pop
some in the
punk,
Beavis
yeah.
and Butthead movie.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a very 90s thing, you know. The America's Funniest Home Videos, I think their intro is like super ska.
Oh yeah, it was. I've been seeing that video.
Yeah, you're right.
We don't have any authority in speaking on it because
Well, I mean, I know the history of it. I know what it's
let
like.
us, let us know. Tell us
So
about.
I'll tell you a little
Yeah.
bit about two-tone ska. You know, it's like still. Well, okay. So I actually go. Everything is connected in history, you know. But a lot of so it goes back to the roots of how the British Empire had a lot of fucking land, right? And a lot of people gained independence in the 1900s. And one of them was Jamaica. Jamaica had gained independence in like the 50s or 60s or something. I think it was the 50s
around
or
then,
early
yeah.
60s.
I think you're right.
So they became their own country, and they had schools left and everything. So they had a lot of 50s radio stations that came on, and a lot of street parties and everything. A lot of like big. It's when big stereo systems were coming out, and they can get huge radio channels from like Florida and stuff, and from America. So they kept like listening to a lot of 50s music, and it was influencing a lot of the reggae stuff back then. That's when reggae came out and everything. But there's this relationship between Great Britain and Jamaica, and the Jamaicans in Great Britain. There was a very big like black and white culture, and like they wanted to come together and make music together. And like a lot of from the jazz musicians, from the classical trained like guitar players and drummers and everything, and they came together in the clubs and they made like cool ass music. And it happened to be like this upbeat kind of thing, where that's where the upbeat comes from. And like a lot of so you see ska bands have a lot of the checkered flag and like the black and white to it. So and that's
okay.
another reason why it's called
That makes
two tone. Is because it's two-tone. It's all of it's in 2/4 basically, or 2/2 or whatever. You know.
Okay, yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 a lot of like rhythm, you know, a lot of upbeats,
Yeah.
and it has to do with black and whites coming together and making music and creating a little culture.
Thank
And
you.
that's the
Pretty-
beginning.
That's awesome. Yeah.
of ska.
Yeah, I never knew all that.
Thank you.
Oh.
At least the
we
gist
know
of it,
about
you know?
ska here at Delta City.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
specials are a great example.
Tell
If
'em,
you look at
Ross.
The specials are great.
Scholar.
Stand on business. Yes, he's a scholar.
I'm in a
over
ska
here.
band.
Scholar.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on.
Fucking scholar.
Fucking scholar.
A
Thank you, Ross.
Scholar.
A scholar.
Oh,
That's what I'm saying.
dude.
They're right over your head.
What a great band! What a great ska band name. The
Scholars.
That's good. Hell yeah! All right.
Damn.
Damn.
Well,
Nobody
that's our
steal
next
that.
band.
We should
do
take that.
Boy, if you're listening to this, Kick Brass is out there. We're a ska band, and we're pushing music out next year. So,
Oh, yeah.
it's-
Hell
hell
yeah.
But yeah,
Bam, bam, bam.
general ska. But
General
it's very specific. It is like Streetlight is not really considered a ska band
No, it's
at all.
not.
And
It's
they're
punk with horns.
they're punk with horns. Yeah, they're like
talking
no
about?
effects with horns.
Something else.
Chris doesn't like ska anymore.
I want to talk about
It's kind of like Green Day.
Christmas. Look at this tree. Look at this nice
I know,
tree.
dude.
Is that
Ross, you
cute?
do have
Yeah,
it
like your
decorated nice.
stockings.
Dude,
We're in the holiday
It was on
season.
sale.
Yeah.
This
I got-
is the
I got
holiday season, yeah. Oh, dude, you got
Christmas drinks.
Chris Kringle.
Chris
Brought
Chris
some
Kringle.
drinks.
I'm not Chris Kringle, dude. Yeah, I actually am. I am.
Ross has had a little new sound. If you can hear, like,
Who are
he's
you
got
in
a
the
fish
group
tank.
chat?
Oh, yeah.
I was Chris Kringle. Who are you? Who was he?
I'm
You were Hermie the
I
Elf.
was
or
Hermie
whatever.
the Elf, yeah.
that
Austin
was you.
Chambers, yeah.
I forgot
was
what
that?
mine was.
You were
Oh, I
Frosty.
was like
I was
Dasher.
Frosty. Okay.
Yeah, he was Frosty.
Yeah. And I think, you
You
were
were
like Dasher.
Dasher.
I think Dasher and Gavin was Dancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, Dasher and Dancer.
And I made that is Vixen.
Vixen. Yeah, he just looks like a
Yeah,
vixen.
like,
Drew was Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Yep, makes sense.
I thought I did a good holiday themed one.
Austin
good, that was
Fred.
good, I like
Fred
that.
Claus.
I can't believe it's almost it's Christmas already.
I know.
Yeah, it always comes by so
was-
quickly.
Yeah, you think it's like so far away, and then all of a sudden it's like tomorrow.
Have you guys done your Christmas
Well-
shopping yet?
Yes.
Not
Fortunately,
really.
yeah.
I gotta do some.
Yep, me too.
I
I
did
need to
mine
do some
earlier
more.
this year for the first time, and it feels so much better.
hmm
You did what?
It does feel good.
It
to
feels
get
so
done
much more
early,
better
yeah.
getting it done way earlier.
Oh.
I always like to go to the Rust Belt in Ferndale. It's
Same.
such
Yeah,
an easy
great
place
place.
to like do all my
True.
shopping all at once.
Yeah.
That's a
they
good
got
one.
like all the different vendors going.
Yeah,
That's
shout
a
out
good
to the
spot.
Rust Belt in
I
Ferndale.
tried to go there one
be out
weekend,
there.
but I forgot it was closed on the weekends. I was
They
like,
just started
Oh,
their
yeah.
like everyday
Good shop.
hours this
Oh,
past
really?
week for
Yeah.
like for the holidays.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna be there. I got some time off next week, so I'll probably head up there next
Cool.
weekend.
But yeah, we live in Ferndale. This is Delta City. You know, it's like near Delta City or like Detroit. You're
Yeah.
wearing a lot of Lions. Oh yeah, I wanted to mention. It's like one of the first or second episodes. I think I was like saying like,
The
you
Lions
guys
are
ready to
gonna
watch
lose.
the Lions lose? I was
Oh,
like
yeah.
making fun of it.
Yeah, it's making fun. I mean,
Just like, you
Chiefs
guys
right
ready?
after that.
Guess what?
we're not. We're doing pretty
What
good.
happened?
As of this episode, we're 9-4.
94,
Super Bowl.
which is
But
one
there's
of
a
the
game
best
on
records
tonight.
we've had in
9-4.
a long
Yep.
time.
They play the Broncos
Super
tonight.
Bowl.
Shake your wieners. Super Bowl. That's what we do
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
Super Bowl
that's
party.
what
What happened
We'll
in
see.
Detroit?
Right, yeah, it will happen.
Yeah. Oh yeah, don't.
A lot of
there's
weird
a-
shit.
It would go crazy.
dude.
Yeah.
A lot of lot.
I'll go. I'll
A
go.
lot of
nuts
gerbils
for
up
sure.
butts too. I'm just kidding. No,
Sean
Austin.
did tell
Austin
me
works
that a
in
lot of
Detroit.
the, like a big percent of the pop who likes the Lions fans are gay.
Yeah.
He
One-
texted me that something
No,
like that
that's
the
not
other
a
day.
statistic.
didn't
That's
you?
not real.
And I was like, I was thinking about it. I was like,
Lions.
we're Lions fans.
That's what I said exactly. Sorry to break the news to you.
No, but they're winning. His name's Dan Campbell, the head coach.
Yeah, Dan
Um,
Campbell.
So here's a little thing. I don't. This podcast isn't like global or anything, but so
it's
I've been getting
global.
into numerology, right, and astrology, and Chinese astrology is a big one. And next year is the year of the dragon, right? And Dan Campbell, the Super Bowl takes place the day after Chinese New Year. So right now it is the year of the cat, the year of the rabbit/cat, and it's going to be the year of the dragon after that. So he is a dragon.
Ooh,
Dan
Nice.
Campbell is a dragon.
I see.
And if he makes it to the Super Bowl, I'm putting my money on Dan Campbell because he is the head coach of the Lions. And also,
Yeah.
Lions are a cat.
Yeah.
So that's why they're doing well this year because they're
No way.
Year of the
Don't
cat.
That's
say
crazy.
that.
This
The year of
dude's
the
been
cat.
some numerology. I
Cats
love
and
it.
Dragons.
I love
weird.
it.
Let's
Uh,
go.
I'm
Energy-
eating it up. I'm
energy's
hoping.
there.
We got a game tonight.
Yeah.
They're playing
Really?
the Broncos.
Broncos, big game.
We're going out for Sean's birthday. Happy
Yes,
birthday,
Sean's
Sean.
birthday was a
Oh,
couple
yeah,
days ago.
birthday.
Wow. Are you 27?
28.
28.
Getting closer.
28,
Yeah.
dude.
Joined
28.
Ross.
Hell yeah, you're
Yeah.
doing me now. You're up here. What's up, buddy?
What up, dude?
I'll
28
catch you
good.
up. I'll be
Yeah,
27
good age.
next month.
What's that?
What
20,
was that?
27?
What's that? What?
What?
Wait, no, I'm saying
No, I'm
what?
lost.
No, you're 26.
I'm 26, but I'll be 27
You
next
took-
month.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm catching up.
Yeah. You're catching up.
15th?
You're getting there.
That's it's one of our favorite people's holiday or days, birthdays.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm okay.
I'm okay. I'm okay, Jay.
Yeah.
I'm okay, Junior.
I always
Who's
had
born
that
that
day off
day?
at school on my birthday.
That's awesome.
No, that's
That's a nice
yeah.
plus.
That's like always.
Clutch.
You know,
That's clutch as fuck. Clutch.
you gotta like thank I'm okay every year for that.
Yeah, thank I'm okay. Pray to MLK.
Oh, yeah, of course.
I'm okay, Jay. So I had what was it?
What do you
it's a little,
have?
okay. I have a little game. It's called What's Cooler. Okay.
Game time?
And it's just general,
Cool, game
like
time.
what's cooler. I kind of like it when it's things that aren't similar. So here's an example. So like Harry Potter, right? Harry
Right.
Potter or like Tony Hawk. Like which one's cooler? Tony Hawk. Or
Tony
That
Hawk.
wasn't the one
It's
you
Tony-
showed us earlier.
No, I just flipped it.
You
up.
switched it up on us.
It's
Switched it
subjective,
up.
man.
We'll go to the next one.
Okay.
It is subjective, which
Harry
is why. Which
Potter.
one's
Oh yeah,
cooler?
Harry. I'm gonna have to go with Harry
It
Potter.
is.
Really, I mean,
He said Tony Hawk. See, we have a little bit of a
See,
Cooler though.
cooler.
yeah.
Like
What,
cool or like.
Which one
actually,
do I like
cool?
more?
which one's cooler? That's the name of the game.
Okay,
That's what
which
we have to
one's
discuss.
cooler? Okay,
It-
we're
it-
doing the
it's a
example.
prompt.
Can we start with the example?
Harry Potter is sick, and
I know.
you can. It's a whole world. It's a whole world you can immerse yourself in. It's
Well,
fantasy.
what is it?
for
Are we
everybody.
like going into the world of Harry Potter and Tony Hawk, or are we like playing the games, or like
think-
playing or watching the movie?
Tony
Like-
Hawk's.
I
Tony
don't know.
Hawk.
I think it's cooler.
Tony Hawk's
Tony
in
Park.
our world.
He's a real person.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Harry
but Tony
Potter
Hawk.
is a-
Are you, so
Tony
you talking
Hawk
about the
is
game
game
franchise
wizard.
or him as a person, or just anything we
I
think
don't know.
of?
Let's bring it on the
Alright.
table. I think Tony Hawk has a lot of games and a lot of like cool. I probably got my taste in
The
music from his
culture
video
and the
games.
fashion.
Yeah.
Culture,
No, I know. I
fashion.
played the games like all the time when I was young. Like, I was like, yeah, the
It's
music
tough
was
one.
amazing.
Yeah, great soundtracks
Yeah.
on all
Yeah.
those games.
So which
But-
one's cooler? Harry,
I mean, that's
obviously
hard
Harry
because you got like the games and the music and the fashion, the culture.
I guess Tony
skateboarding.
Hawk
culture,
is
all that.
Yeah,
weird, but I'm not
Tony
saying
Hawk.
I like Tony Hawk more than
More
Harry
than Harry
Potter.
Potter.
But like, there's other
true.
worlds and fantasy
Mhm.
stories too.
That's true. The Game of Thrones is just a little cooler.
Right.
So
No, I'm just kidding.
Is
Harry
it
Potter's
cooler than Tony
way,
Hawk?
Way cool. Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna go with Tony Hawk.
okay.
I think I'll have to go with that too. Oh,
Yeah,
you, Sean?
I'll go with Hawk. I mean, he's pretty cool. He's been
Right.
to the Delta City. He like
Right? He had a skate park.
he has
in
a
the
skate
Delta
park
City.
in
does
the
have a
Delta
state park
City,
in the Delta
which is
City,
dope.
Yeah. Or I think he has a couple actually.
Yeah,
But he likes Detroit.
yeah, he loves Detroit.
That's cool.
So that's pretty cool.
Next.
What was the?
I think it was Pokemon. Oh no, Batman or Spider-Man?
Yeah, that's a
Which one's
good
That's a
cooler?
tough one. Okay.
Oh, that's really tough.
is it,
Spider-Man. What the heck?
I'm
I don't know.
debating.
Batman's
Batman.
pretty cool.
Batman's rich.
He's like kind of more realistic.
Spider-Man's not. Yeah, he's so being
Poor.
his son.
So poor's cooler.
Being a Wayne is so realistic.
Batman.
Just break
Batman's
this-
more
Well,
badass.
imagine like Elon Musk, but not Elon Musk, but like Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, that's not
That's super rich
realistic.
and has contracts with the government, and that's Tony Stark actually.
The odds of you being Batman or Spider-Man is
Odds he'd be Batman, obviously.
it'd be Spider-Man.
I'd rather
I-
be Spider-Man.
You know
Yeah.
what? I think I'd rather be Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I would if
Because you have
personally-
actual superpowers and you can like literally flame. Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like Batman.
I mean,
man,
but if you're
like,
Batman,
I
you're
don't
like a
know.
billionaire.
You're a big Batman fan too.
You're a billionaire.
Yeah, I
I'm
love
a pretty big
Batman.
fan.
It's hard for me, but Batman, it would be like it's really sad about his parents, but
Oh.
also like Tony, or you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
They're both.
Uh,
They're
both
both.
of
They
them.
both got fucking.
yeah, they both got
fucking history
yeah.
and-
But Batman's like my second favorite, like superhero of all time.
Batman's pretty up there. I mean, I grew up with. Okay.
Spider-Man and Batman. Are
Spider-Man
the
is
best.
probably cool.
It's a hard one.
but it's subjective. This is subjective. It's supposed to
If
be
it was
divisive,
Batman and
so that
anyone
people
else-
can argue in the comments. You know, so we
If-
have more comments. We get
If
more.
it was
If it
Batman
was
or
Batman and
Superman,
anyone
then
else, I
it'd
would
be
pick Batman. But
or-
if it's against Spider-Man, I have to go with Spidey.
Yeah, Spidey. Okay.
I'll go with Batman. I'm gonna
Okay.
give
Okay.
Batman some love.
I like
Yeah,
that. I
alright.
respect it.
Okay, we got Batman.
it was a tough one.
Yeah, it is a tough one.
Yeah.
All right, I have one more. Bear Grylls or Bill Gates? What's cooler?
What's the first one?
Bear
you know,
Grylls.
who
You know
Bear
the
Grylls is?
survival dude?
I'll just go with Bear Grylls
Bear-
just because
yeah,
he drinks
Bear
his own
Grylls.
piss.
Yeah.
He has
I mean,
cooler
he
name.
Idris
is
Elba.
cool. He's a
He has a cooler
survivalist.
name.
That's
Yeah.
cooler
So
than
is Bill Gates, man.
I don't think what Bill
He's
Gates does is
surviving for sure.
Surviving for sure, dude. Those
Yeah,
studies.
he's
Easily
Thriving.
too.
I
not like
think that's a
putting
pretty.
wood sticks together. You know.
Yeah, easily. Right. He's
So-
he's
He's
a
building
luxury.
computers.
Is he cooler?
cooler?
Oh, man.
This game is really stupid. It's supposed to be stupid.
But I like it.
Yeah,
That's
it's
fun.
fun.
yeah.
But you do something like this every episode, just a
Yeah.
either or
Let
type
it.
thing.
Yeah, either that or would you rather? Oh,
Yeah.
I heard a good one. Would you
Tell
rather?
us what give
What's
us
that?
suggestions.
Oh yeah, give
People
us
in the
suggestions in the
comments.
comments below.
Yeah.
We'll read them off as much as we can.
That's-
I have another one. All right. So, would you rather have wet socks for the rest of your life or wear gardening gloves for the rest of your life?
Gardening gloves.
Yeah,
I hate
Like
wet
gardening
for
gloves.
Sure.
Yeah, wet
Yeah.
socks are so uncomfortable.
I think I go with the gardening gloves too, because
I'll take the dirt
They're
in
not
my
that
fingernails.
bad. The controls.
yeah, and you still get air in them.
Yeah.
stuff and the wet
You
socks,
just get
yeah.
like dirt in your
But
fingernails.
your
that's
phone,
it.
you can't
Yeah.
use your phone and shit, can you?
it. Yeah.
Sweaty hands.
Yeah, you can't really use your phone.
I mean, they have special gloves. Well, I don't know about gardening.
But you could
gloves,
use Siri.
but
You could
there's
set up
special
Siri to,
gloves
like-
that you can use with touchscreen.
Use
Yeah.
Siri, yeah.
It'd be like, yeah,
True.
just,
But you just have
Talk.
wet feet all the time if you just.
yeah, exactly. I would
That
hate
sucks.
use
No,
No, you
That'd
would.
be
Your
so
feet would
Or
like
not
you'd
use
have to
your
cut
hands.
off your feet eventually.
Would you rather cut off your feet or cut off your hands?
What? Feet or hands?
Cut off your feet or cut
Feet.
off your hands?
I'm
Yeah.
sorry, I'm going feet.
I think feet.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think feet.
I still need.
Because I'd be in a wheelchair.
I mean, they could
guess,
probably
Yeah, feet for sure.
with little stubs. Oh, you can get little prosthetics.
prosthetics.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I'd
Can't
rather
really-
have prosthetic feet than prosthetic hands.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, I got one actually because we did that music thing was coming up in the music review. Do you guys do Spotify v Apple v Amazon v SoundCloud? What do you guys think? What's the best music app?
So I've always
Oh,
just
best
done.
app?
Yeah.
Apple
Oh, I thought
because-
there was going to be like an app that could take all of that and make it into one wrapped. That would be sweet.
That would be crazy.
Because I use so many.
Yeah, I use
for
all of
different
them.
kind of music. and
Right.
For
stuff.
different stuff
Same.
and different playlists.
Exactly.
Yeah. For some weird reason, you don't
Yeah.
have to.
Andrew
Yeah.
was using
But it's
Pandora
easier
yesterday,
to,
which
for
I'm
some
like,
reason.
I forgot all about Pandora.
Pandora.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened to that?
But it's cool, you know.
Little
It's
streaming radio. That
Oh,
was
yeah,
like the first
like
Pandora.
little stations. Yeah, that was the
Pandora.
first one we all like
Yeah.
use,
Yeah.
honestly.
That's how I found a lot of.
cool.
That's how you found like Fiddler
Like,
and all
I think
those
it
guys.
used to
Yeah,
work
how
on
you
school
discover
websites.
music.
Yeah.
Really?
Or school
Fiddler.
computers.
Yep.
The
Yeah, school
Pandora
computers.
website.
So I
Yep, you
found
could log in.
Waves.
Yep.
Yeah. Remember it's when a time when it was like, oh, I found this band called The Killers.
I used to listen to like stand up on Pandora.
Yeah, you could.
Oh,
Stand up
That's about- yeah.
stations. Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, Anthony Jeselnik. That's how I know. That's my mom knows Anthony Jeselnik. She went to go see him too. It's a comedian, you know. Like
Okay.
he's got real
Yeah.
dark, real like the darkest humor. But they're
Nice.
good. They're funny jokes. They're not like crazy. Actually, a lot of them some of them are morbid. But
Yeah.
Anthony Jeselnik's good. He's a good comic. But anyway,
yeah, what's
the best one I have
What's your
YouTube
first one?
Music.
YouTube. Oh yeah,
That
I
one
I
left
forgot
that one
you're a weirdo.
Yeah, I know. Because
Ross is weird.
I know I was paying for Spotify, and then I stopped paying for Spotify. Then I started using Apple Music because my parents are on Apple Music,
Right.
and that one was cool, but it was taking up a lot of space. And then I deleted Apple Music because I was like, I need more. I don't know. I needed more space like immediately. And then I was like, oh, I'm still paying for premium YouTube, so I have the music app too.
I just feel like you wouldn't have everything you search for some reason.
YouTube has everything.
Yeah, I mean it is.
Yeah,
YouTube.
but like
they
some
are pretty
artists
big.
will only
Yeah.
like more probably more independent artists might only upload to like the
Yeah,
Apple or Spotify. I mean, they might just
Maybe,
not think
yeah.
of uploading to.
I feel like they
I
just
think-
select all.
I think if there's an album that's on the regular YouTube that's uploaded, it shows up on the Apple Music. So I think there's a lot of old stuff that pops up in my algorithm or whatever. I have a lot of weird music that's like old 70s like synthesizer weird like music. Cause I like King Gizzard, you know.
Yeah.
So like there's a lot of weird stuff that comes in through my algorithm, but it's a lot of like there's like this Japanese jazz fusion stuff that is like Nintendo like
Nice.
that shit's
Right, yeah.
hype as fuck. I love
Nice.
it's called T Square. One of them is called T
Oh,
Square.
nice.
I like that.
T Square.
T Square.
What about you, Dave?
Oh yeah, I've always just used Apple. I mean, because I started off using iTunes when I got my first iPod, and
Yeah.
I don't know, I just kept on using it, and
it's
I mean,
loyal
I
to the
like
brand.
the look of
Yeah.
it. I mean, I've tried out Spotify here and there.
Yeah.
Just I've liked the format of Apple more, and
Mm-hmm.
that's what
Yeah.
I've stuck with.
Yeah.
What about
They're
you,
really
Chrissy?
similar, but they're different.
I use everything.
Spotify.
Yeah, you're everything.
Kind of. I use Spotify for a lot of like indie bands, indie music stuff like
Yeah.
that. Stuff I haven't heard before. I feel
Spotify's
like
good for new indie
Spotify is good
bands.
for finding me like music I've never heard this band before.
Right.
But
Mhm.
how have I not heard this song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like Apple Music, I kind of use for like my everyday kind of stuff, or more like hip hop stuff.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
they do more like release like exclusives on there and stuff.
Yeah.
Sometimes SoundCloud for like underground.
Do you ever use the playlists on Apple and like Spotify?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
do they
Yeah.
do good to you?
They're all right. They're all right. They're kind of random. I feel like. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Hit or miss.
Which one's more random? Do you think? You think
Spotify is better. I can listen to a
Spotify's better?
playlist like almost like every damn song.
Yeah, I've
On
had
Apple, I'm like,
Music.
how is this on this playlist? Or like,
Yeah, I've had
a little
that.
bit.
Where it's like sometimes I end up skipping more on Apple
Yeah.
than
Same.
my YouTube anyway. The
Yeah.
YouTube one is I just love it. I love because it feeds into my other YouTube algorithm, and I have a lot of
Right.
like,
yeah.
live music stuff, and they probably take the. bands
Is it
from
just
there.
like a normal interface though too for music, It's a separate
yeah,
app,
it's
right?
a separate app.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's a separate YouTube window too. If you go to, it's like it looks just like Spotify,
Oh, nice. Okay.
and it
And you
plays
use
like
Amazon?
Well, so yeah, it's weird. So I was using Amazon for a while. Like, I started out using Spotify, like when we were in college, like for the start, for years I was
When it was
using
the
Spotify.
discount.
Yeah, when it was cheap, like I was using it forever, and then I ended up switching over to like Apple for a little bit. I got like the free when I switched over to an Apple phone.
Yeah,
And then
you came
I was-
over to the Delight.
Yeah, I came
Yeah.
over to
My
the
parents
like.
had the family plan on Apple Music. That's why I always use both. Too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly.
It'd be for free anyway.
But then my brother, he ended up like my older brother, he ended up getting Amazon Music. So he's just like, hey, like yeah, you can use it. And I was like, oh my, and it's honestly like Amazon Music is like just like Apple. Like yeah, they can pay for everything as well. So
Right.
they had all the music on there. It's just like yeah, the playlists weren't really like as good, honestly. Like
Yeah,
but there were podcasts. Podcasts were great. Like I honestly really started getting into podcasts. Like
oh okay.
Yeah,
when I
always
got
use
Amazon.
Apple, usually.
Yeah, and then
Podcasts.
Apple was really, and then so I started like once I started getting Apple again through a family plan, and then so I started using Apple and Amazon kind of on and off, and then obviously I always use SoundCloud too just to listen. Yeah, like Chris said, underground artists
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
cool beats,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I don't use SoundCloud. as
I don't
much.
know. I like to like switch. I do like to like listen to them all, because I feel like I'm always missing something. But
SoundCloud is good at their algorithm is good now too.
yeah,
Is it?
And it's all like stuff like how does the AI even know about like this song that has 23 plays, but it's like
Damn.
goes off and
No,
same
it's-
kind of music as the.
I wonder-
It's
Yeah.
cool. Like I'll play your music. I'll be listening to Chris. Check him out on SoundCloud.
What's it called now?
But I'll be listening.
XRS.
Yeah,
Okay.
XRS.
Chris.
Is that how you pronounce it?
Chris.
But their
Try
algorithm,
to
yeah,
shorten
playing
Chris
that.
as much as I could.
It's like the music, like it's like, dude, like it's like playing similar music to it. But honestly, I'm like, dude, Chris,
Right,
sounded,
yeah.
yeah, you
Chris is
sounded,
hype.
sounded good.
That's hype. Yeah, new album, dude. Congrats.
Little,
cool,
little
man.
EP.
Little EP,
Little
it
EP,
sounded
yeah,
good.
yeah.
Little something light.
Yeah.
Little
What's
light
my
work.
favorite? What's the song? It's the title song. That's my title EP. That's my
Wrong
favorite
with me?
song.
Wrong with me?
Yeah,
Wrong
Love
with
that.
me.
That's a banger.
wrong with me.
Yeah.
That's hype.
That's sick.
Yeah, check
Yeah,
it
it's
out.
fun.
You use BandLab
For vocals, yeah.
for vocals. Nice.
Yeah.
The BandLab is sick. BandLab is kind of like, in a way, isn't it kind of like SoundCloud, but obviously not as big, but you can post stuff on it, right?
Yeah.
You can like have
I
your
think so,
music
yeah.
on it.
Use like a little social
Yeah, it's got a little
aspect
social media
to it, which
thing.
is sweet.
Yeah.
You can find other people who make music, like
I wish,
people
I
who
wish
just
it
make
was
beats,
together.
or people who make presets for vocals,
that's
and
cool.
like
Yeah, they should
can, like,
merge.
just
collab with them.
download their stuff. You know?
Yeah, okay.
BandLab
yeah.
is so useful for the ska thing. I got everyone to get it or whatever, and it's so easy
I love
to
it.
have a little demo, a sample, and then send it immediately to
That's
like
what I
somebody
like
else
it
on their
for,
phone,
yeah.
and they have a little setup too, and they can
Oh,
add to the
that's
same
cool.
session and all
I
that.
told my
It's
dad
so
to get it
cool.
for his band, so I could just like do demos real quick to each other, and
Yeah.
like so
Yeah,
just records a
that's a
guitar
great
bit,
idea.
then you add the drums, and
Yeah,
someone
instead of just
records the
sending in
bass.
a bunch of MP3s
Yeah,
and
MP3,
Google
yeah.
Drive and all that, you get them lost. You can have them all in there.
It's easy for
That's
if I want
awesome.
someone to feature on the song, I can just send them the project,
Yeah.
and you don't have to down. It's like it's a free in the browser DAW too.
Right,
Oh,
it's
wow.
free, and
It's
it's got
crazy.
everything there. It's
I don't recommend it for like making like music, really, beats, but like for like something quick like vocals or something,
yeah.
Yeah.
because you can tweak and make all your presets.
Yeah, I like it for ideas too. There's
Yeah.
AIs on there.
Yeah.
I got not that
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
they
really-
do. Yeah,
They do, yeah. It's cool.
they
It's
generate like a song.
like a song starter.
Yeah, song starter.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I was using the
song
guitar
starter.
thing, and I was just using my Strat. My note didn't plug it in or anything. It was just the microphone, and there's effects on it, like you can have like a Marshall tone or whatever, and it sounded pretty
on
sick.
BandLab.
On BandLab.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It
yeah,
sounds pretty
yeah.
good. Like,
I think it's it's just as good as like GarageBand to me,
yeah,
and it's free and anyone can use it
right.
on
Yeah.
a browser,
Between,
That's
which is sweet.
with Twin Peaks and that album,
Yeah.
their first album, they did all in GarageBand.
The old GarageBand,
old
though.
one.
Yeah,
Right.
the old, yeah,
2008 GarageBand.
right.
Dang.
I remember that shit.
Yeah,
That was
2010
fun.
GarageBand. Dude,
You
I'm
guys
I used to
weren't
mess
born
on-
then. You guys don't know about
2008 GarageBand. I was on
yeah.
GarageBand all the time.
You
It's
guys
insane.
don't know about that.
I was on GarageBand a lot. I think it was 2008.
I still have some stuff that I did on my
It was
mom's
the old
computer.
Mac that had looked like a regular computer.
that. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
That's,
crazy.
yeah.
Okay.
I had that boy.
Dang.
Like
Way
I was
back.
an iCarly
Yeah,
with a
that's
pair
right,
on
the
it.
icon, exactly. Oh, that's classic.
I was on that shit.
Should we get into movie talk?
It's a little thing. We never talked about it.
Oh yeah.
Never
Thing.
talked.
Never
We
watched
sorry
it.
about it. Yeah. Oh, Chris never
You didn't watch it?
No, it's not. I'm not ready for
Hey, what is
It's
it?
Christmas.
We're rolling back through. We're getting the back of this.
I will say,
Now.
it kind of like
Two
episodes ago.
The cool thing,
Yeah, that was like
I ended up
3 years
watching
ago.
it, and the cool thing, like I will say, is that man, like we're like a podcast about Kurt Russell, man.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
because we just like we
Keep
should just make our
accidentally picking
podcast about Kurt Russell.
movies.
We keep accidentally picking Kurt Russell.
And he's
movies.
awesome.
I had no
I love
idea
it.
he
Watch
was
them
in it
all
when I
now.
picked it.
Yeah, I didn't either.
And he's like, it's really because it kind of could be a Christmas wintery movie because it's a
Yeah.
little, you're in Antarctica, like it's
Really?
it's all cold, yeah.
I would
It's
have no
wintery.
idea.
It's so crazy. Like the idea, the concept of it is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
there's,
Tell me about it. What's it about?
So,
Yeah, so they're at
Scientists?
this like research facility in Antarctica.
it's actually a remake.
Yeah,
Yes,
it is.
exactly. It's
The
a remake of
original-
the original.
Yeah.
Encounters
So it was
from
a
the Third
book.
Kind, I think it's
Wow.
called the original. I know it was a book.
It was a book originally, then like a 50s
1950s movie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then this one came out in the 80s by
Yeah.
John Carpenter.
Yep.
But they're at this research facility in Antarctica, and then this random
Sled
dog comes running into their like camp or whatever.
And there's, like,
Wasn't it
it's
a
being
sled dog
chased
team?
It's
by
being chased by this like
chased by a
a
helicopter.
helicopter. You're like, why is a helicopter chasing a dog?
And the helicopter is like shooting
That's the
at
opening
this dog.
shot.
yeah,
You don't
and
know
you're like,
anything.
why is this dog? Yeah, why is a
Chasing
helicopter
them.
shooting
They're
at
just
a
like
dog?
gunning
dog's
down this
running
wolf
into
or
their
a dog
camp.
or something.
Yeah.
I'm like,
and,
don't
like,
shoot the dog.
They're like, I don't know if they're like Swedish or Finnish or whatever, but they can't speak to the guys in the helicopter, so they shoot them because like they're just shooting randomly in their camp trying to shoot this dog, and they hit one of their guys.
Oh, that's
So
right.
Right.
we
Yes.
have
They're
to-
like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
So we have to
These
shoot
people are attacking
these
us.
random
What the
dudes attacking
yeah,
us.
they think they're yeah.
So they kill the Swedish or Finnish people, and
Yeah.
then
Right.
they let the dog into their camp and put it with the other dogs, and
Yeah, and
Other
then-
dogs start like they sniff out something weird
They
right
know that
away.
this
they
dog
knew
is
something.
fucked
Yeah,
up.
they
Yeah.
know like something's
something's
wrong with
weird
this
about
dog.
this dog. He's not a real dog, you know.
Yeah.
And shit,
And then it just kind of goes from there. Like
I was
kinda,
watching
it's
it,
almost
but-
like Alien, you
Kinda
know?
goes from there.
It's cool. It
Just
reminds
goes from
me
there,
like
yeah.
it was cool because it reminds me of Alien in a way where that like freaky like alien popping
special
out
effects
like special effects. Yeah,
Yeah.
cinematography was awesome.
So where are they?
They're in Antarctica.
They're
like
in
a
like a
base,
base,
a
like-
scientific
Yeah, research
base.
facility.
it
Research
all
like
takes
that.
place in these like hangars and like
You
they're like
already told me
hangouts,
that.
hangout area, and just weird stuff happens. The thing like it morphs into
yeah. So whatever organic thing it comes in contact with, it can turn into that.
Yeah.
So if it touches a
but it
human,
takes a while for it to do it.
yeah,
or
it's
something.
pretty slow.
And
So it is a
like, has to-
thing. It's not like
It's-
a
It has
person.
to figure
or-
out like
Yeah.
what you're made
It's
of.
an alien that can like
And so
turn
now
into
it's-
anything else.
If
It turns out
touches
being
this,
like
it'll
a
turn
game
into
of-
this.
Well, no, it has to be
Organic.
living.
Living.
Yeah, living
oh,
thing.
okay.
And so it ends up turning
That's
out
cool.
being like a Clue like scenario almost where it's like you don't know who to trust.
It's a lot like Among Us.
Yeah,
Like,
Among Us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, It
I
is
think
like
Among Us
Us.
might have been heavily influenced by.
Whoa,
I don't know. I mean, you could
That's
see just
interesting.
like the.
because it is like because there's a couple in Among Us like turns into like a monster thing and it cuts your head off.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
interesting.
That is
Oh.
interesting. I didn't think about that.
But they're cutting it open and stuff, and like looking at all the different parts of like the dog and like the guy, and when they're like cutting into it to see what it is. What are they cutting into? There's a part where they have the alien, but it's like dead.
So it's after
Or it's
they
like-
burned it. After it turned into the dog and it, like ran under, they like flamethrowered it in the
Yeah.
house.
Yeah.
And they brought back its corpse and
That's
started
right.
examining it. But it already started contacting other people.
yeah, I already
Yeah.
started getting.
So-
Yeah. I know it's such a It's a good. Yeah, I was like, this is a really solid. Like I was like so really surprised by it. I'm like, I'm glad that we did put it down and we were able
Yeah.
to watch it.
Right, like
I
I said,
recommend
like
you eventually watch it for
Yeah.
sure, Chris.
Like
Next
those old movies.
season.
Yeah.
Like you watch stuff with like CGI around like a little after that when CGI like I forgot what movie, but it's just like alien movies that like had like bad CGI. Like now you see them now and they're kind of like they're.
But the practical effects in this movie were pretty sweet. Like
that's what I was gonna get to. Is like this one still holds up.
the head with
Yeah.
the spider legs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was freaky.
That was freaky.
When it
Yeah.
just like pulled off the body and started
Yeah,
walking.
just started
like
walking.
spider
Yeah,
legs.
Ooh.
Ugh.
Ooh.
It looks better than like a computer version of like what they were trying to do. You know,
Yeah.
like
No, sometimes, yeah, those like special effects back in the day like looked a little more realistic in a
Yeah.
way, or more scary, or I don't know, just more effective.
Because like the actors are really experiencing it too. You know,
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
another thing about it is that
Yep.
CGI is nothing there.
You're just
And so
acting
they're-
to a green screen.
Yeah.
Now, what's his face? The guy
like a
that
ball.
played Gandalf in Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
He had a breakdown actually, shooting because he was like, I'm just acting to a green screen, like he's like a professional actor.
Is he
like
Dumbledore
trained.
too? Or
What's
is that Magneto?
No,
No,
not
he's
Dumbledore.
No.
that's. Yeah,
I don't
is
know
that
who Dumbledore is.
forget. He's Magneto though. I think. Yeah.
I think he is Magneto,
He's-
right? Okay, that's
yes.
the
Yeah.
guy.
Yes.
I think.
He's Yes. that's not Patrick Stewart.
I've
Ian
heard of
McKellen.
him.
Ian McKellen. Thank you. Yeah, Ian McKellen is Magneto, and yeah.
And Gandalf.
Gandalf. Thank you.
Okay.
But yeah, so Ian McKellen's like a really trained, British Shakespearean actor. So it's just like, it was
Yeah.
just like weird for him to do that.
That's so crazy.
yeah.
Just like how they made those mega movies back then too. Because I'm watching Harry Potter again, or we're watching Harry Potter. It's just like the sets and like what they have to do and how many people are involved. And then I was getting into Lord of the Rings a little bit. I haven't even seen Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings, to be honest.
Oh, you
And
should.
there's a lot of it. I
I
haven't
always
seen.
fall asleep.
I know,
Every
me
time
too,
I try
A
to
bro.
lot of
watch it.
people do like that's the one. It's sad because I'm like I love it,
love it.
but like some people are like, yeah, they just walk on horses the whole time. I'm like, you're kind of right. Like, you're
Yeah.
you're not wrong, but
I mean,
it's
that's-
sweet
You
to
really,
me.
That's a lot
you really
of the
gotta
first
listen
movie.
to the
Yeah.
dialogue
Yeah.
and like pay attention to the dialogue.
Yeah.
What's being said and what's going on.
It's a journey.
It is.
It is.
I feel like I'm gonna watch Harry Potter during the Christmas time too.
It's
Nice.
perfect.
Feel like-
It's
do they do
always one to
Christmas?
turn on around Christmas.
Yeah.
Why? Is there Christmas every movie?
Like
Every
I
movie?
think the first
Yeah, I mean,
and
yeah,
second
there's
one,
Christmas
yeah, the
in
first
every
and
one,
second one,
and
there's like a Christmas and
They used to
Yeah.
come out. They used to come.
Comfortable.
Yeah.
They used to come out in like December.
around Christmas, yeah.
That's true, yeah. They're
It used
holiday
to be on
movies.
TV all the time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Around Christmas,
Christmas,
yeah.
Yeah, they always have the
It's
marathons
like
going.
it's kind of like Nightmare Before Christmas, kind of like a Halloweeny
Yeah.
kind of Christmassy.
Spooky.
I always
Yeah.
think of that
Yeah.
one.
It's the
More of a
spooky ghost
Christmas movie,
stories
to
and
be
the
honest.
Christmas
Nightmare Before
song.
Christmas.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You know?
think
Me
that's
too.
There's Jack right.
Scary
It's only,
ghost
like,
stories
Halloween
and
beginning kinda,
Yeah.
right?
where's those
On our- on our
it's like
stories?
tree.
a spooky Christmas
Yeah.
movie, but
Yeah.
I would say it's more of a
There's
Christmas
always a little bit of
Oh,
that's
yeah.
what me and my brother always talked about. There's always a little spookiness to Christmas, and
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Like I love this.
Scrooge.
Yeah, Scrooge.
Scrooge.
exactly.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
the
the
Christmas
ghostly
portal.
ghosts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It gets dark sooner.
So-
There's no
Right.
daylight.
Do we want to pick a Christmas movie for next? Do we think we can, or should we not?
How about How about a movie we
Let's-
all haven't seen?
Yeah, let's just go for our list. Probably. Let's just go back to our list.
And if it's
Yeah.
Christmas, I'm down for more Christmassy stuff too.
yeah.
Or like
What about Die Hard?
or like
I've never
rom-com.
seen it.
You've never seen
oh,
it?
well.
Well,
I mean, that's technically a Christmas
I've
movie. I know
I actually saw it recently.
did you?
Yeah. I didn't really know too much about it either. And Alan Rickman's in it. He
Yeah.
plays Snape. And
Yeah.
he's the villain.
it's a good one.
Oh,
Harry
really?
Potter.
I love
But it's
Alan
like-
Rickman.
I know.
That movie, I didn't like the guy. He's a cop, right? He's an ex-cop,
Yeah.
or he's a off-duty cop.
Yeah.
He ends up just in the building
Right place
when-
at wrong
almost-
time or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
type of thing.
and they're like stealing this like currency.
Chris hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, let me spoil it for you.
Yeah. All right. Well, we got a big list here, guys, and we could use a little bit of help for sure
Yeah, Christmas drink.
from our listeners. But we got
From our
Escape.
6 listeners.
We still have Escape from New York, which is another.
Yeah.
Another Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell.
Kurt
John
Russell.
Carpenter.
We could keep it on the
Keep the
Keep the
Kurt
theme
Russell
alive.
thing
going.
going into the new year. There's Howard the Duck. There's Dark City, Overboard, Vanilla Sky, Executive Decision, The Ringer, Ex Machina, A Trip to the Moon, Downfall, Burn After Reading. There's a bunch. I
Alien.
mean, what are we feeling? Are we
Mr.
feeling like
Nobody.
comedy, drama?
Yeah, Fight Club, Snatch. Oh, Brother, Where Art Thou? I've seen that recently. Undercover
Yeah,
Brother.
let's do like a funnier one. I mean, the last two ones
Yeah,
we've
last
watched
two
have been
were serious.
kind of
We need to do a funny-
scarier
You
thrillers.
guys ever see The Ringer?
I've never heard of it. No.
The Ringer?
Ringer?
No.
Oh,
Oh.
man, so that's a Johnny
Yeah, we should
Knoxville.
watch that.
Yeah, it's really
Oh.
good. It's
It was
like
at
one
that,
where
that
he
clip
like
you sent me, right?
yeah
When
he
tried
like
to
fakes
laugh.
into the Special Olympics to like kind of like get with a girl. It's super it's super heartwarming too.
Okay.
It's called The Ringer.
The Ringer.
The Ringer.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
should watch that.
Yeah.
Okay, we can
We
watch
haven't
that.
watched this
Great movie.
silly comedy in a while.
Silly comedy.
Yeah,
You would love
that
it.
sounds funny.
We would
Later
all
this
love
time.
it.
All right.
Let's see what
try
it
to
Do we
watch
know
it
when it's
together,
on?
or-
I don't have my phone with me.
Let me
We
see.
could.
Is it on anything? You
We
said?
always say
The
that.
You can
Ringer?
go check out Just Watch. That's what I use. It'll tell you.
JustWatch.com.
Just watch.
Who's going to do it first? Ross or Sean? We need Andrew here.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
right?
this is why we need Andrew.
Andrew, where are you? Where art thou,
Where art
brother?
thou?
Brother, where art thou?
How do you search?
Not here.
Captain, oh captain.
Oh, there it is.
Noel Gallagher.
What's it
Noel
called?
Gallagher.
The Ringer.
I love the Noel Gallagher.
Yeah, that's the best.
That's my favorite one.
I wanted to
It's
talk
on Apple
about that.
TV.
Some of our like sayings that we had.
Oh, sorry. It's
Noel
on for
Gallagher.
rent. It's on nothing.
Gallagher.
Oh, it's on nothing.
Sorry, yeah.
It's only available to
$4.
Oh darn.
That's okay. I mean,
Noel
if we want to watch it,
Gallagher.
Well,
We
if
might be able to
if
get
we rent
together.
it, we should get together.
Yeah,
might
if
be able
we
to
if
get
we
together and just-
yeah we should get together if we want.
Yeah, but are we?
I could do like maybe. Are you guys, I mean, you guys do stuff Christmas Eve, or
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
yeah,
No, I'm booked on Christmas, dude.
yep.
You guys do anything?
That works.
You guys do anything? You got December 25th. You guys do anything? Hey, it's Hanukkah. No, it's actually not Hanukkah anymore.
But yeah, let's watch The Ringer for next
Cool.
episode.
The Ringer sounds good. Okay, so we're
Awesome.
watching The Ringer. The thing was pretty good.
Yeah,
Movies.
I
It was
recommend it.
awesome. Like it's Kurt
I
Russell.
thought the
is
ringer
amazing.
was that. I'm thinking of the ring.
I was
Oh,
thinking
yeah,
of that
too.
too.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
thinking of
it's
the
like-
ringer.
Scary.
Yeah.
A little scary.
I've seen The Ring too. I didn't even see the first one.
Before
I've
they
seen
we
bits.
move away from the thing, they actually came out with a prequel in like 2011.
Really?
That shows like the lead up with the dog, like what happened before the dog comes running to the camp.
Mm,
How it like
Ooh,
turns
really?
into the dog, and
Oh,
You seen
something
it?
to
yeah,
check,
it's
What's
decent.
it called?
something to
The
check
Thing?
out.
The thing,
the pre thing.
but Ramona Flowers is in it.
Oh,
Oh,
really?
yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah,
she's the lead.
she's dope.
I also want to talk, like, if you guys wanted to check out, there's a new show. If you guys have
Scott
it,
Pilgrim?
Apple. Oh, Scott Pilgrim,
I
yeah.
watched, that was
Netflix?
pretty
Yeah.
good.
What is that?
Did
you watch
Show?
it?
There's a new show. Yeah, there's a new
animated show.
Scott
It's a,
Pilgrim.
yeah,
Yep.
it's a
Where's
different
it at?
story.
It's on
Different,
Netflix.
Okay.
They changed the
Timeline.
story. Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I only saw the first one. So
There's a new, like, Godzilla show called Monarch on
Oh
Apple.
yeah, I've been watching that.
And also Kurt
Kurt
Russell
Russell.
again. And
Is he
his
in it?
son. Yep.
and his son.
What?
Yeah, Wyatt,
His son plays
Wyatt Russell,
the
who's
younger
a great
version of
actor
him.
as well. He's been in like some like
He was also in the Falcon and the
He was
Winter
the Falcon,
Soldier.
yeah,
he's
he's
the new
fake,
Captain
yeah,
America.
New Captain America.
That's him. It's
That
Kurt
was-
Russell's.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
Kurt Russell's son,
Kurt Russell and
No
Goldie
way.
Hawn.
Hell
the
yeah.
crazy Captain America.
Wow,
He's a great actor. Yeah.
that's funny.
But yeah, so
Kurt
that's
Russell. What's his last name? Or what's the last name? What's his
Wyatt.
first
Russell.
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Wyatt Russell.
Yeah.
Wyatt.
What's his last name?
That sounds like it's just.
It's Russell.
What's his last name? Kurt. Kurt with a C.
Cobain.
Kurt with a C.
Oh man.
Kurt Russell.
Aw. Let's see. Yeah, that's all I had for the movie.
Should we move on to music?
Music. Yeah. Bobby Raps.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Wasn't it?
that was Chris.
Halloween.
That was good, bro.
Did you like it?
I really liked it.
was
Honestly,
nice.
I listened to a couple.
No.
Yeah, it was a while ago. I'm sorry, I didn't listen to the whole
my
thing.
my thing is with Bobby Raps
I
is
don't know,
like
we
I'm
haven't
like
re- what?
my thing was Bobby Raps is I'm like, dude, he kind of like I saw like similarities with like YouTube, but I'm like, Chris is better, bro. I'm like, Chris is better than Bobby Raps.
Oh my
I
god!
honestly-
Said this on the pod.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm saying this on the pod.
And the
My personal
rebuttal?
opinion, I'm like Bobby. I liked it because I liked how he like kind of he sounded like Future in some
Oh,
of
yeah,
his songs.
yeah.
Like then he
He
sounded
does
like
so many different styles.
yeah,
with
he
his
does
voice.
a lot of different styles. So it was really cool.
He's a
I love
chameleon.
that.
That's
Yeah.
cool. I like that. I like that these days with music that you kind of do.
Because he
different
started
stuff.
in like the battle rapping and stuff, that
Yeah.
kind of rap.
Yeah.
So he's like he's good with the freestyle.
Yeah.
He freestyles. Tell me about this freestyle. Do you think of the thing before you say it? Obviously, but I mean, like, is that what they're like? How do you? Tell us, Chris. How do you?
I don't
How do you?
know.
How do
I
you
suck at
freestyle?
How do
freestyling, bro. I do.
Yeah, freestyle. Yeah, that's
Usually,
It's-
you don't come up with a line until like the very last word you said, and
Do you-
it just comes out.
Do you think? I mean, obviously, anything you can get better at it. But do you think you could personally get better at it if you practiced it?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's the
Definitely
thing you can
practicable.
practice.
'Cause I used
Yeah.
to be better, and I stopped doing it for a
Really?
long time.
Okay,
Yeah,
interesting.
it's definitely a thing to practice.
We've been doing rhymes at work. I'm not going to rhyme right now, but we were doing it back and forth, me and this kid, and we've got pretty fucking funny, and like we're just cracking each other up. We're like,
It is fun once we get the hang of it.
you get the hang of it. Yeah.
we might have to do it on the Delta City.
We might have to. As a little game. Let's
Get
get.
a little beat on the pad.
Yeah, we have a little
What'd
pad
you
up
think?
there.
We're all
I really
white, by
liked
the way.
it. I
if
mean,
you're
he had a
just
lot of funny lyrics.
You did, yeah.
Yeah.
I really liked. I wish I had my phone, but I liked Animal Rights.
Yeah.
I liked the intro track. I like the switch up. You know, like
I know, yeah. the
Mm.
intro
only
is better.
work 2 days a week. I like that.
I like the switch ups.
Oh,
Sweet.
I wish I had my phone, but I liked it.
His beats and songs.
I'm trying to think. There was one song that I felt like went on long. He kept on going in and on. It's like one of the lines was like, "She gave me fish and chips, not even British." What was that song?
But she's not British.
Yeah, that one. I was like, all right. He's just keeping it going and going and going. I was like, I could have stopped.
Wait, was that sacrilegious?
Was it? I like Sacrilegious. That was funny. That was funny.
Sacrilegious was my favorite.
That was funny.
Yeah.
Sacrilegious.
That was my
personal.
I like that one
personal
too.
favorite.
Fuzzy.
Yeah. When Wish I Did, I like that one as well.
Animal rights. That's what I was. Just
Yeah, I liked Animal Rights. I think that was my favorite.
Good.
How come Talk
pick.
to Ghosts is capitalized? What's with the? Nobody talks about the lower cap thing.
Oh yeah, some artists like to
stylize it.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Their track list, no
Yeah.
capital letters.
And then the last one is capital.
Interesting.
This whatever the song.
He's saying
What's
a
the
statement.
significance? It's called Talk to Ghosts. Well, anyway, YouTube's gonna cancel this.
Andrew's
They're
going
gonna
to
strike
cancel
us.
us.
I'll take a shot.
Just kidding. I'm always gonna. I think podcasting
Shot?
is
Birthday?
always
Andrew's going to stop our funding.
something I want to do.
Christmas shot. We're doing.
Christmas shots.
We did a birthday shot earlier. This is the Christmas
Yeah,
shot.
this is a Christmas shot.
Okay, cool.
Well, this is a
shot
Christmas
going around?
Eve shot.
Okay,
Then there's
this
the
is
Christmas
pre-
shot.
pre-theme.
Christmas shot. Got it. Is there
So I think it's my turn to pick
Is it
an album.
Yeah.
album? Awesome.
Think so?
Could I borrow your phone first? I just need the album name. So the band's called Busty and the Bass. They're this
Bussy.
Busty, Busty.
Little. And the
Bussy
bass.
and the
Oh, I
bass.
see it.
Yeah,
Busty
they're this
Hey.
funk band
Ooh.
from Canada. Just
I love
really cool
Canadians.
beats, horns, some smooth vocals.
You don't know
Yeah,
any
so it's
Canadians,
that,
Ross.
Forever Never Cares. They just came out with that
Typical Ross.
last month.
You don't know any Canadians.
It's like a 40-minute album.
Dude, I do know Canadians.
Oh, what's the album, David?
Forever Never Cares by
Forever
Busty.
Never care. It's got a purple.
Forever Never Cares by who?
Busty and the Bass.
Busty and the
I'm writing
Bass.
it down right now.
I'm gonna send it in the
Bass
chat.
Music next week.
Here, I'll send it into the
Or
chat.
music
I'll
next.
take a little screenshot of it.
Nice.
I hope
Good
you guys
idea.
like it.
But
I hope it's shit. And I get to laugh at you next podcast.
I have a random comment. I was watching the Pistons the other, which is a sad.
Oh
but
my
Watching
god!
the Pistons.
Yeah.
The other
What are-
night.
they're on
The
like a
Pistons are the
22
new
game
Lions.
losing
What the
streak.
hell? Yeah, go ahead,
But
it's your
this
turn.
guy in the Orlando Magic literally looked like one of David's doppelgangers. It
Oh,
was crazy, David. I thought it was you for a second on the
What's his
court.
name?
In the audience? or-
What was his name?
You find him?
God, what did I thought I wrote it down. I didn't. But
I'll just go
anyway,
through
it
the
reminded, it
roster.
I'll
reminded
go
me.
to the
Yeah,
roster.
it reminded me though. But because
curious
we used
now.
like when we went to our Disney trip in high school, me and Brandon like. We had a thing where we just kept seeing like David doppelgangers all around.
No
When we weren't with David, like we would try to find David, and we'd see someone that looked like David, or like an older version of David, or like a younger version of David, and we just like kept like pointing them out and like kept counting them the
Excuse
whole
me, sir,
trip.
are you David?
We're like Disney is like the David doppelganger, like
Central.
capital of the
Yeah,
world.
capital
Yeah,
of the world, yeah. You guys
Disney
all hang
David
out.
Doppelganger.
That was a
Yeah.
fun trip,
David
though.
Doppel-
That was a
That
fun
was
trip.
a fun
Yeah.
trip, dude. That was awesome. I love the Disney trip.
There's that picture of us with like the
Oh,
sombreros,
You have a
yeah.
sombrero on.
I have sombreros,
Was it a high
yeah.
school trip
That-
or something?
It was,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wasn't there a moment when we were like,
Sorry,
we got
go
like an audience of us?
It was like a.
Yeah,
We were
perform-
dancing
We
in
were
like
dancing, and
the
then we
middle
just
of a
had
crowd, and we just like gathered an audience, and they started clapping for us.
Oh yeah,
because
they
there's
thought
this
we
music
were,
playing.
They
And
thought
so-
we were part of the attraction.
Yeah, because we had our
We literally
drug
had
rugs on.
Our ponchos.
We had our
on
drug
and our
rugs on.
sombreros, and
Dude,
we're
this
just,
is
we
so
were just
funny.
dancing in Mexico.
And we had like a crowd of
like
us.
Mexican music.
They- this is
circled
so funny,
around
Chris.
us, and they started.
Circled
Chris-
around.
yeah, they're all like,
Dude, because Chris was literally, we were just talking about this in the car too, about how like when you ever, like when you go out and like just dance, like
Yeah.
people just like start following like love when you
Gravitate
go out
to
and
you.
like gravitate.
But if I
to
did the
you.
same dance as you did, people would be like, "What the fuck is this guy doing?" For some reason, Ross
it was
gets away
because of
with it.
Ross.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
like,
I
I feel
he's
like-
the reason why
yeah.
we.
People started, yeah, they were like,
Entertainer.
they thought we were like
Music
Disney
stopped, everyone
entertainers.
started applauding.
I was like getting in.
Right.
It. I don't even know what I was doing, but I remember that though. I
Yeah.
remember the-
That was so funny.
That was
That was
so
at
fun.
Epcot.
we should have got
right before
paid
the
for that. We would
fireworks.
have been like,
Yeah, where's our money?
Right.
yeah.
Put out a hat. Put out the sombrero.
yeah, thank you.
Just
thank
walk
you, dude.
around.
Yeah.
we get kicked out of Disney.
Yeah, hustling at
Right.
Disney. That's great.
Mickey Mouse, yeah,
Yeah, I'm trying to
he
make up for
doesn't
this
play
goddamn
about his
ticket.
money.
Yeah.
Oh man, yeah.
I would
good trip.
totally work at Epcot if I had the chance.
Oh, heck
Epcot.
yeah.
Would you rather work at
Would
Epcot
now.
or would you rather be like
Working with a
guy
bunch of
with
15-year-olds.
costume?
Be
What?
like,
You would
I
work
think
there
Epcot
now.
would be cooler.
Maybe
That one the costume work?
Yeah,
Right.
what would be your favorite park to work at?
yeah.
What's
I
your
would
favorite park?
probably. I mean,
Enjoy the ride, kids.
Maybe.
I don't know. Like, what do I want to be?
I want to
Do I
work at
wanna, like,
Disney
act or
World.
do I wanna,
What
like-
do you
Imagine all the
know?
kids like
I know.
hate Chris. They're like,
It's like a
he's
big
the
zoo.
worst.
Yeah.
Your
the
meals
animal
at night are
kingdom would
just
be dope.
next worker,
Next.
sleeping in cats.
Next marker.
No, so I was actually gonna do a Disney college program, and
That's what I was talking about.
yeah, it's
What
like
else?
kind of. I mean, yeah,
be
you know,
cool.
it sounded really cool, but it is also like you're hustling, you know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're working, you know,
It's like
you're
you're
providing entertainment for people
Yeah,
nonstop,
dude.
and
Even
you
like
have
the
to.
little janitors that like sweep up stuff
Exactly.
or like do
they have
stuff
to stay
with
in
the.
character, like kind of like in that professional, like Disney.
Attitude.
Everybody
has to be entertaining.
like-
Why-
Professional Disney.
Do they get paid? Do they get compensated for that? You know, like if they're like a
Well,
person,
so the
worker.
college,
like, it'd
that's
be
the
just a
thing.
normal
College
worker.
program, you don't. So that's the interesting thing. Is that's the whole thing. Is like they use that college program to kind of be like, free
Oh,
work.
free,
You know, because
work.
we're like, we're training you
Work at
guys.
Disney
We'll
World for
train
free.
you,
Which,
and is there any good ideas you got to come up? Like, do you have a special
Yeah,
skill?
and hey,
can
like-
you ride a unicycle and sweep up some?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
entertain
No,
these
and
folks?
it is a good in. You know, like, hey, this is you know, because if you do good, like, we'll definitely hire you. You know,
okay.
but yeah, it's like
Do you
it's
get
kind of
credit
that
for
whole
it?
Disney smart. You know, they're really smart.
They know how to farm people.
Yeah. So we should do that. Maybe we should set up a Delta City
Yeah.
college program.
Oh, we should.
For
Yeah.
our interns. Get
For
an
intern.
intern.
We should just get interns to work.
Andrew's gonna be our first intern. Andrew,
That'd be great.
Andrew, you're gonna be their
Andrew,
first intern.
Yeah.
Andrew,
No,
The
Andrew
Delta
is
City
the executive
college
producer.
program.
He needs.
No,
he
he
needs.
needs
an intern.
He'll be
interns.
running it. Yeah.
Yeah,
you're
they'll
right.
He's
be,
in charge of the
he'll
intern
be like,
program.
"Go get us coffee."
Yeah, exactly. He'll just be ordering them around.
Yeah, but like, look this up. Look this.
We're
up.
like, and what's it like? We're like, this is a great opportunity. You'll learn how to be like professional podcasts.
yeah,
We'll like build it up.
You'll be a professional.
Oh yeah.
By the end of this, you're gonna have
We're not
the
even
greatest
using
resume.
headphones. Like, I swear it's gonna be professional.
You can have it
Keep
on.
switching.
we have
One
them.
episode
We have them buy
them,
all
next
our
episode we
all
don't.
our stuff. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
One episode
Yeah,
we're
go
on
get-
friggin'
go get a new
iPhone
cable.
camera, audio quality. We're teaching how to be professional.
Go get us a. Go get us a new
Delta City
laptop.
podcast.
Come learn with us.
Learn a lot. Yeah,
Come
you
learn
get
with
it.
us.
We're
We're
learning
great.
as well.
We
Yeah.
provide
Come along with
lodge.
us,
We
yeah.
provide
All right.
lodging.
We're just a little bit further, so we can
Yeah,
teach you. You know, we can technically.
Yeah, so technically, you are learning something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We provide lodging. You can sleep out in the football field.
The apartment complex I work at, there's open units. If, anyone
Hey,
wants
if
to move
anyone's
in.
looking.
there's a whole board. of
Yeah,
it.
if you know Ross
you
enough
know me.
to ask that, then you could reach out to him.
we'll set you up.
Sure, I'll reach
Uh,
out.
No, for real.
A
That's
nice room,
not bad.
boiler systems.
Oh, because this is a nice this is a nice compliment. You got a nice place, you know. Nice little setup.
I do. Yeah, I do what I can. Yeah. This is one of the better buildings too. I like this. I like this one. There's some.
It's a big area.
There's a lot of. There's almost 900 units. I'm sorry. There's almost 1,000.
Oh, wow.
Jeez, damn.
900 and something units, and there's all. Yeah, you need a full staff for this goddamn place. I'm looking to start a business though, so look out for that. If you live in the Ferndale residential area, I'm looking to have a little business model where I
Eat sprouts.
deliver sprouts, or I deliver sprouts
Oh, you
to your
deliver.
door, and it's like a subscription service where you pay monthly, and every month, I don't know what day, probably Saturdays. I'll pick a better day, maybe like Mondays or Tuesdays or something, but you have delivery day,
Get off your
either
phone.
like Saturdays or whatever. You need to get fresh sprouts on your doorstep. If you live in I'm doing just Ferndale residential
Fresh
area
sprouts.
first,
I always
just
need
so
fresh
it's one
sprouts.
location. Because you need fresh
I just
sprouts
think
for
of you, like,
health
being-
benefits, because it
Yeah.
literally broccoli
I
sprouts
think of you
literally
being like
help
the
cure
cabbage
cancer.
guy from Avatar.
From Avatar.
Yeah, the Last Airbender. My cabbages.
Yeah,
I'm
I just have a
thinking you
stand
being-
going
yeah,
through
My
Ferndale.
sprouts.
Yeah.
My
That's you.
Yeah.
That is going to be me.
That's awesome. Yeah, we'll try to. We'll post that on our socials
We'll be
once
our
you
own
get
sponsor.
it. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
we get it started.
Delta City Greens.
Yeah, Delta City Greens. I like it.
Well, we're looking to go global or international. At least in the United States. Like, we'll send you some sprouts.
Global.
We're trying to figure out the
Global.
packaging on that though
Global.
for overseas. But
Do we
Um,
want to play a game?
Thought we did.
is there? How
much
long
time?
have we been going?
A while.
Oh, yeah, how long have we gone?
Probably a while. The
Uh,
game's
uh,
almost on.
discussion thing.
55 minutes.
Oh,
yeah,
you know,
we're
yeah,
running
we
out
should
of
probably,
I'll probably wrap it up
soon.
soon. You guys want to talk about Blue Zones real quick?
What is it?
Blue Zone.
Talk about Blue Zones.
What's
It's a little
Blue Zone?
conspiracy. Blue Zones. You don't know
Conspiracy
about
theory?
Blue
I'm
Zones?
ready.
Conspiracy time. No, so conspiracy time.
Conspiracy time.
So Blue Zones, people living old and moving around healthy, and like they're living like basically like being able to like grow old and still like be able to move and like be like healthy
Okay.
because of like where they live in specific spots in the world,
Oh.
and these spots are called Blue Zones. And
Doesn't
it's literally
Japan have like a very high one. Are they one of them?
Yeah, I think like Japan. I think there's somewhere in like right around the Mediterranean, like Africa.
What does it
there.
say? Like air quality, like land.
Yeah, let me
or is
search
it just
up. I'm
data
sorry.
from like people dying? Probably hospital data and shit, and like air quality and stuff. Because I feel like air quality has something to do with health, people's health.
But there's like people like living up to like 100. Like I don't know, but like like 90,
People that live
80 that live and
crazy
they can
amount.
move around perfectly and like
yeah,
live,
and like
you know,
there's nothing wrong with
healthy.
their joints and ligaments.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Have you guys
feel
like
that.
heard of that?
I haven't heard of Blue
I mean,
Zones.
it might be like a diet thing. Like those areas in the world have different diets, and that might help,
I think that's a
prolong your
big factor,
lifespan.
for
That
sure.
too. Yeah,
That's
'cause they're
probably a
saying
huge
it's diet.
factor.
I heard that
But I'm sure environmental factors could be involved as well.
I heard that like I think it was a Japanese person that was like never eat anything cold. Always eat things that are hot. It was like a health
Really?
thing. that
Ice
they
cream?
said. Yeah, because cold things
Oh,
it
are
makes sense
bad,
to me
are
now
bad.
because I've been thinking about it
here
for a
we
while.
go.
Cold things totally like the food that you eat or like bread that you eat. If you eat or drink something cold, it makes it harder, and I think it takes longer to digest
Mm.
Yeah.
and to move
Takes
through.
longer to heat up.
But hot stuff, hot water and stuff, like really makes things move through. I think that's why.
So I have it. So it says Blue Zones are geographic areas with lower rates of chronic diseases and a longer life expectancy. Thank you. Expectancy.
It's a hard word to say.
Yeah.
a
Diet,
hard word.
fasting,
Expected
and
return.
exercise are factors associated with Blue Zones. And so there are Blue Zones in Italy, Greece, Japan, Costa Rica, and the U.S.
Nice.
Where
So
in
we
the
actually
US?
have. I know that's why I'm
Yeah.
interested. I'm like, all right, let me try to find this. Where?
Sorry, but all right, so this is a conspiracy theory that's like that like these like people like did you get this
Linda,
from,
California, and
like, Reddit or something? Or
well, so yeah, that's what I remember.
how'd you find it?
I think I remember seeing it years ago on like it was like an Instagram video or something where it's like talking about like like Blue Zone, like a Blue Zone area. And then one of my friends at work just brought it up because he was listening to our pods and he's like, hey, he's like, I have like he's like, did you guys hear about like Blue Zones? And I was like, what Blue Zones? And I was like, oh yeah, it kind of coming back to me. I was like, oh yeah, like I do remember hearing about that. Like there's like these geographic areas in the world that like are supposedly, and they seem to have evidence.
He's lying.
You
He
know?
didn't know that before.
Interesting.
I'm not lying. I
Mic
swear.
drops?
But I guess California is the Blue Zone in Linda, California.
California's a blue zone?
Yeah, in
Where, like southern or northern?
it says in Loma Linda, California.
I don't know where
Lo-
that is.
Normal Linda?
But the Seventh-day Adventists are a very religious group of people. So they're strict vegetarians and live tight-knit communities. So it's like a little community, I guess, in California.
How do you spell that?
Oh, it's Loma. Emo
Loma
Linda. Okay.
Loma
California.
Linda.
Loma Linda.
There's one in Costa Rica, Nicoya
Oh yeah, it's kind of like
Peninsula,
the desert.
Okinawa, Japan.
Southern California, but like eastern Southern California, like not quite LA, but on the
Okay.
other side, there's a big old county.
Ikaria, Greece.
Okay.
So they live off a Mediterranean diet and rich in olive oil and red wine and homegrown
makes sense.
vegetables. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Okay, wait, where?
In Greece and Ikaria.
Okay,
I'd love to be. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
I heard Italy too has like they don't have preservatives.
Yeah,
in
so
any other bread.
This Italy, Ogliastra, Sardinia,
Was it
in
northern
Italy. This region is home to some of the oldest men in the world. They live in mountainous regions where they typically work on farms and drink lots of red wine.
Lots of red wine, probably a lot of olives and shit.
Yeah,
like
olive-
olive oil.
exactly, and that
Olive oil is
Mediterranean
a
diet.
Big one. I heard that. So as a
Fish.
remedy in the morning, everybody should take like really good olive oil. There's different kinds of quality of olive oil.
Yeah.
Costco, significantly enough, has a very good quality. The Kirkland brand of olive oil is very good olive oil. And you take some olive oil, a little lemon juice, and a little cayenne pepper, and you mix it together, and it's a little like health remedy, and it's supposed to like cleanse your liver. Cleanse your liver of fat, and it's like people that drink have a lot of olive oil tend to like have better function with their guts and their digestive system. Yeah,
I believe it.
Not to educate people, but
why are you educating us all the time, bro?
Some mansplaining.
Yeah, mansplaining us, man.
mansplaining
Typical
on
Ross.
Mansplaining over on the Delta City pod.
Yeah.
Just kidding. We're not mansplaining.
Oh, I think it's pretty cool. Maybe we'll have to move there one day.
Yeah, to live to be 104.
Yeah. But that was another episode of the Delta
City.
The Delta.
Delta City.